Howdy, folks. Welcome to. She got me first. Welcome to episode 25. She knew I was doing it. She knew it was coming. All right. So we've got an update here. The coal update is out. So yeah, let's check it out. And before we get started, I just wanted to mention that we did do an episode 24 and a half. You're welcome to watch that. It's on the playlist, I think. We did an episode 24 and a half where we brought more goodies to make tons of coal so that we can load up our coal thingy. And I do want to, at some point, if we have time, I might not do it in this episode, but as you see here, I was just checking out, this would be where I would add a siding for this. And so that's where we would do that. But what we need to do is we need to put up coal towers now and get some engines that use it and everything like that. So actually, we're not gonna run along this whole track. We're gonna go over. I think the good spot to put a coal tower would be somewhere over here, right? Either here or here. But I think on this little straightaway right here would be a good place to put it, right? So we'll do that. We'll put it up here so that way it can be. I hope there's not different rocks. They did the spring update, was one of the things they did. But yeah, let's try putting a coal tower over here. So we're going to go facilities. They did add some more stuff. We'll get to that in a minute. Let's see. And one of the things that you need to do with the coal tower is, here. I'm not sure if I'm too close or not. Is that gonna? Yeah. See, I think you want to be standing on the thing. I think that's what they're doing here. Let's get rid of this facility. Let's try putting our coal tower. Let's point to the track. We're gonna point to the center of the track where we want it. Right. We'll stand on the center of the track and point like that. Let's see what that looks like. Because now when you hold it down, you just hold down the mouse and it does this, right? Yeah, that looks right. That's perfect. Okay. Cool. And then over on this side is where you drop off the coal, it looks like. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to put in an additional switch here. Or what we can do is we can use the new... Why don't we try that? So one of the other things they added was they added a three-way switch, as you see here. Harp right and harp... Is that... What's harp left? I don't know what that means. Yeah, it is. Okay, the switch is on the left. So the switch is on the left or the switch is on the right. Okay. The handle. You know what I mean. Okay, so let's connect this here. Is that gonna... Okay, that was bizarre. Let's try demolishing rails. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that. Okay, so what we're going to try putting on our new switch. There we go. Okay, let's see if that matches up already. Oh, that's perfect. That's awesome that we don't have to adjust anything to add this in. That is cool. So the one thing with this is that you can't come over it backwards. I don't know if it'll derail the train. I'm assuming that it'll derail the train. But yeah, as you see here, the switch is backwards too. So when you push it, whoops. When you go, is it right click one way and left click the other way or what? Or is it just not letting me drag? There we go. Okay, so yeah, when it's pointing left, you're going to go right. So to point right to go left, it's like dock. Right? Okay, and so then we're going to add another one down here. We're going to swap this one out. Demolish rails. And then we're going to put our three-way switch here. The thing is, that means that we're going to have to stop and do these. Okay, so this isn't going to work the way I want it to, is it? It's not going to work the way I want it to. I want that to go that way. Well, we're just going to have to try this out here. Let's try going like this, and we're going to do this, and then we're going to use the 8. Yeah, there we go. So if we put this one on here, There we go. Okay. So that's going to match up there. Is this going to match up here? See, it's not going to match up there because it's under the ground. That's great. Okay. Let's try taking this out. We'll see. This should be okay. And actually, that's not what I wanted to do anyway. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go this way. And we're going to put the center piece on here is what we wanted, right? So we were going to need to demolish that other piece anyway. Okay, not a big deal then. All right, we'll get this piece in here. And we're going to do this. Does this extra piece need to even be there? I don't think it does. Oh, it's going to do that thing, isn't it? Let's see if it'll... Maybe it does. Yeah, we're just going to put it there for now. For right now, because I don't care to spend my time trying to fix that up. Okay, so one of the other things they did, real quick, while we're laying track here, one of the things they did is, whoops, we'll go to circle mode, apparently, since I'm now on this. All right, we're going to go to circle mode, and we're going to go like this. And so they supposedly made the circle more accurate, and you can tell if you look here. As you make this bigger, you can see it's more accurate. Remember, it used to get way bigger or way smaller when you make the circle longer. So yeah, they did do an update to that, which is pretty cool. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take it out of circle mode, and we're just gonna connect this to here if it'll let us. Cool. And then we're gonna connect this to our switch here. Awesome. Okay, so we've got. Yeah, it almost looked like twisted track there. Okay, nope, it looks good. So this is how we're going to do our, whatchamacallit, we're definitely going to have to make sure we know where the points are when we come down through these and all that. Because I'm guessing that the train's just going to derail. It's going to do that old chestnut and derail if you hit the thing wrong. Okay, so anyway, they added, aside from the points, they also added... Where were they? Oh, they're in the buildings. That's where they are. Okay, so let's go like facilities. They added a red water tower. Okay, so it's here. Why don't we do this? If nothing else for deco purposes, right? We're going to put a water tower here for the fun of it. That looks cool. All right, and then what was the other water tower they put? That looks pretty cool too. I like this one. I think we're going to put this one here. And I think this will be the one we keep. So let's see if this one is still... Okay. Yeah, it's still like this bizarre, nonsensical... I can't tell what I'm doing. I have no idea which way the thing is going to move when I move the mouse. Alright, demolish facilities. Okay, cool. And then the other thing they did was they added a new engine shed. Check that out. So we could go, let's go back here if we can. There we go. I just want to see what this looks like. It's floating off the ground, which is kind of weird. But yeah, cool. So they added another engine shed. You can only add 20 coal to a coaling tower. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, we're going to take this out of here. But yeah, that's kind of cool how that looks. Let's see what that looks like from a distance. That's kind of cool. Okay. Let's get rid of the building. And then I think that's all the buildings and stuff that they added. Engine shed, water towers. Yeah. Okay. They did do some bug fixes on the... whatchamacallit here. We're going to go back here again. And teleport here. So they did some bug fixes. Some just I don't know. They're like the tooltips and that kind of thing. Some of that stuff they fixed. You can look in the patch notes if you want to see all those little details. But let's check out the locomotives they added. So they added, here's one of them, the skeleton car they called it. And let's see how many paint jobs they have on them. Ooh, they got green now too, dark green, like pine green. That's pretty cool. All right, so they've got a new log car. These only cost 200. They've got the flat car, and then they added a new hopper. Why is my volume so low? I can't hear it. Let's try this. They added a new hopper. There, it's a little bit better. They've got some paint jobs on this. Nice. Tell me they have like dark green on that too. Nope. Okay, just all different shades of red. Okay. I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna take a couple of red ones. We're gonna order one of these. We need to see how much they hold too, right? Is it gonna show me? It's not gonna show me because it doesn't have anything in it. So it's not gonna show me how much. Yeah, see, just 0 of 0. It doesn't say. That's too bad because I wanted to see. All right, we're gonna take. Can we take the brakes off? All right, and then on the map, let's see what it does on the map. They have not updated Railroads Online Extended yet, so I'm not sure how these are all going to look. Open controls. See? For right now. I'm sure within a couple hours or whatever, because, I mean, the update just came out, so I'm sure within a couple hours they'll get that working. But I think we're going to take 2 of those. We're going to take 2 of those, and then we're going to buy a locomotive. But let's see what else they've got, because they added some more cars. They added a stock car and a tanker here. There's a coffin tank car. I don't know how much this holds. I'm going to have to look it up. Let's see what paint jobs they got on it. Nice. I like that they've got some dark green and stuff. That's cool. 5. Awesome. Okay, and these are 950. And what are the other? Those are 14. Cool. So I'm guessing these hold less. I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. These are 1903. Huh. Okay. And then we've got stock cars. So they've got different paint jobs. Nice. Is that dark green? I can't tell from this angle. I think it is. Okay, cool. So they've got stock cars, and then they added a dump car. Must be the one they called it dump car. That must be the one that I was looking at. The other hopper. Okay, so then we've got some new engines. We've got the 10 mile. It is the Mason Bogey 10 mile, which is pretty cool, and I think that might be what we take. Let's see, it's 3,400. We're gonna start with the lesser, a cheaper little one here, right? So let's see what paint jobs they have. What's the difference between 1 and 2? Oh, okay, they've got some decorative things. I like the dark green. And they've got some bluish stuff. That's cool. I think we're going to take, I like blue, but I think we're going to take the dark green. That looks really nice. We're going to call this, what is this, number 4? I think this is our 4th engine. And then we're going to call this the Bogey. We're going to call it the Bogart. Don't Bogart my coal, right? All right. And is this a separate tender, or is this just one car? And then let's see what the smokes... I can't really see the smokestack options. That's interesting. All right. Those are some huge... Oh, that's cool. Oh, definitely going to take that one. That's different. All right, and then the headlights. Ooh, there's one that has... Oh, a bunch of them have the number on it. They got a bunch of headlights, too. That's cool. We're going to take that one. All right. Number 4, the Bogart. We're going to order that. And I think we're going to order another tanker. But before we do that, we want to start loading some coal into this. And we need to see how that works. So let's see what we need to do. We need to open the door, I'm sure. That's cool. The firebox looks different. All right, so do we left mouse button pick up? Do I have... Ah, cool. Okay. And then what? There, it showed right there. Right button. Add fuel. Okay, cool. Nice. Let's see. Left button, pick up fuel. Can we pick up more than one? No, it doesn't show. Okay. Right button, add fuel. That's pretty cool. All right, so how do we know how much fuel is in here? Does this pile shrink or something? I mean, I'm sure it's going to show in whatchamacallit, but let's jump in here and let's see. Boiler pressure, air brake pressure. Let's see if the compressor works on this. It does work, so we are going to need air brakes on this. Okay. And then water level, fire temperature, and fuel. That's heating up quickly too, isn't it? That's really heating up. But yeah, it doesn't tell us how much we have in the tender, and this is obviously a connected tender, or the tender brakes. Is that the tender brakes right there? What is that? I don't see a switch for it. Ah, here's the brake. Okay. Brake 0. Why did... Apparently... Apparently that's the volume switch for the engine. Alright. Cool. And let's see. We have no... So yeah, see, here's one of the things they added. They fixed the tooltips and stuff. They've got the tooltips back so that it tells you what these are. What these little doohickeys are and everything. Okay. So we're going to grab another one of these cars. And that is this. And we're going to do number 2. And we're going to go that one. All right. Because we didn't name the other one. So I am going to want to do that eventually. All right. Hopefully they don't end up screwed up. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is... How did that end up with a pin on it? Did I do that? I don't think I did that. All right, so this has a brake. Can we open this? Nope. Okay. This has a brake. Oh, that is the same. Okay, that's the same as this brake. Okay. All right, so we're going to re-rail. We're going to put this on here. And, oh, you know what? We need it to be facing the other way. Re-rail. We'll click on it. There we go, the 10 mile. Is that like just a Colorado thing that they like to name things something mile? Because when I lived out there, there was a... One of the bus stops was 9 mile. Or was that the light rail? I don't remember. Even more appropriate if it was the light rail. But yeah, there was... Yeah, see, now this tooltip for this, the tooltip for re-railing and the tooltip for the freight and stuff are not overlapping. That's what one of the things that they fixed. Okay, so this has a pin. And then we're going to put a pin on the back of this one, just so we don't forget. And then we're going to go like this, re-rail, this. I probably should just put these on the other side of the map, but we're going to drive over there. And let all this happen here. There we go. And hopefully we can put 10 each in these so that we can fill up our goal is to fill up the coal thing. So we'll look at the other engines too in a minute. But yeah, they've got some other engines. All right, so nobody should have their brakes on. Well, the engine should have its brakes on, right? So is our air brake... Okay, we do have air brake pressure, so that compressor does matter. Oh, that's cool. All right. That's pretty cool. How's the bell? The bell sounds different too. Whoops. We're going to go like... That's pretty cool. Okay. It's like a whole new game, isn't it? We got new coal, new engines. That smokestack is cool. Oh, I love the mechanism on this. Check out all the spinny and swingy stuff. Oh, that's so cool. It really is. It's like a whole new game. Oh, this is neat. I didn't even notice that too. That's cool. They got a little 8-pointer on there. Little antlers. Those are the weirdest looking antlers I've never seen. Maybe that's muley deer. I don't know. Don't look like any whitetail antlers I've ever seen. Alright, so while we're on that route, we're going to check out the other. Let's see where they went. Okay, they have a ruby basin with some paint jobs. Those look cool. We're definitely going to have to get some of these. Oh, they got red and green. Nice. And those cost 4,600 and they have 13. Nice. Okay. We're going to jump back here. Whoops. Make sure we still have our cars. That's right. Yeah, we're going to get close up here, so. And this is doing this at 14. That's cool. Alright, so we're going to have to check our points. So we will, we'll slow down here in just a minute. And let's see what this does on the map. And we're going to go this way. See, it just shows nothing. It's like, it doesn't know what's there. That's awesome. Okay. Not a problem. So we'll get out and flip the switch so that we don't go flying off the track. We'll have to test that and make sure that you actually do fly off the track if the switch isn't set. But let's go like this. We're gonna jump out and we're gonna go like. Is it already this way? Yeah, it is. Okay, we already got the switch set. Awesome. Okay. That's pretty cool. And let me double check and see if we're able to open controls on this. Okay, no, it doesn't. It doesn't let us open the controls. It does say max speed 20. I wonder. I have to wonder about that. If it knows that, or if it's just that's a default. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so we're going to go pick up some coal, and then we're going to load it into that coaling tower. And I assume these are the ones that you need in order to be able to do that. I think you need these to load the coal into the coaling tower. So the other thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move the other train out of the way once we get there. Or before we get there. You know what? We're going to have to do that before we get there. Because we need to get it off that segment of track, and we need to come this way with it. So we're going to have to do that. I'm trying to think of whether I want to run this. Let's run this for a little bit, and then we can do a little bit more. We'll look at the other two engines. But yeah, this is. All right. Switch is the right way. See, we could change that into a three-way switch. That's cool. I like it. We could even probably get rid of this segment of track, but it's fun there. I don't think we need to get rid of it. What if you're coming out of there and you want to go to that other side, you know? Maybe make it so you don't dip down so far, but then you just got a sky bridge, so no, that's not really the way we want to do it. And I don't know how fast we're going here. Let's see if it'll tell us. Open controls. Okay, it is showing our controls. Let's see if we can show freight. If it'll tell us. Nope, it's not going to tell us. Okay. It's not going to tell us what freight it wants. That's too bad. And yeah, we're definitely going to need to get more of these, because we're going to put more coaling towers, and then we'll just make a coaling train. And its whole job is just to go to the coal mine, fill up with a ton of coal, and, you know, like 10 or 12 cars or whatever of coal, and then bring the coal out to all the different coaling towers. Honestly, I don't know how often we're going to actually need to reload everything with coal, but it's more, obviously it's more for just the role-playing. Go like this. Slow this down just a little bit. Now, people were saying that there were performance hits and all this stuff. I don't know. Maybe they're playing on a potato because I'm not seeing it. They keep saying it with the new one. I don't know. I haven't run a big, huge, long train yet on this build either. So maybe it's just that. Remember before last time when you got past 6 cars, it was starting to do horrible things. But we'll have to try that out. Okay, so we're gonna get this up a little bit farther. We want to get this to the bridge. The end of the past this bridge, we're gonna get back onto the stone, and then we'll or right up next to the stone anyway, and we'll stop it there. Get the bell going. Yeah, I like that they added the bells, and they get the reverb back on the. They get the reverb back on the whistles. That's pretty cool. They just need like a day-night cycle and some weather, and most of the environment will be really almost complete. Okay, we're gonna put the brakes on this. We're gonna jump out here. Let's check out our fuel level. 28%. Okay. Can we? We're gonna put more fuel in. Awesome. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to bring this train. I like how you can't even jump over that. It's like a Mario Brothers challenge, right? Okay. We're going to go like this. And I think we're just going to leave the... Let me see. There we go. We're going to leave the fuel out for right now, because we don't need to refuel it. I think we'll have enough. We might as well while we're rolling here, right? Alright. Might as well. Okay, so we'll jump back in here. We need to get off this switch. Actually, we don't need even to get off the switch. We just need to get off that segment of track. Okay, so we're going to delete this segment of track. We're going to put in the switch and all that. Let's get that working. Almost should put in a 3-way switch here too, right? Let's go like this. We're going to put a switch right. We're going to try a switch right. There. I wonder what happens when you're on the 4th point of the other switch and you hit the... and you go to load this one on. You know what I mean? Because it has 0, 1, and 2. Because you notice it wasn't on the first one. Okay, demolish rails. We're going to demolish this rail here, and we're going to put in a rail that goes from here to here. There we go. You know what? That needs to not be that. That definitely needs to not be that piece of rail. We're going to put in the wall instead. I'm not sure why I'm coming all the way back here to do that. Let's put in the wall piece. And then we're going to connect that. There we go. Alright, so the wall is connected now. And then we're going to put in this. And we're going to connect. Let's do the other piece. There we go. And we're going to connect this to... Does that just come all the way down here? I think it just does. Yeah, I think it just comes all the way down here. There we go. Alright. And so which piece is the one that we want to delete? The shorter one? The one that goes farther on the outside is the one we want to get rid of. So let's demolish rails. Make sure that that's... I should have just checked on this end. But let's make sure that's the one we want. Of course it isn't. Alright. Oh, that's because we've got this here. Okay. There we go. All right, so now we've got... Why does that look like it doesn't... Is it just me, or does that look like a really sudden turn? Why is it doing that? Okay, let's go like this. We're going to do this. And we're going to gently turn this. Like this. Maybe turn it a little bit more. There we go. And then we'll get rid of this piece here. And then we're going to connect these two. I'm not sure why it did that. That was weird. Okay. If you insist. There we go. That's kind of weird that it was doing that on the other side. Okay, so now we've got this. We just need to get this off onto the siding. We'll just put this on the siding. So we're going to go like this, jump in here, and forward. Put this off to the side so the other train can get in there. And we'll even extend that and put a bumper on the end of it eventually, but for right now we just need to be able to stick a train on there. That's all we need. And then I think we'll probably end up getting more coal, going to get more coal. Honestly, I don't know how much coal it uses to fill up those hoppers either. Is it 2? Is it 5? Is it 20? How much coal do they use? Because I can't tell based on, you know, I can't tell based on it doesn't show a number anywhere. So we're gonna have to see how much coal that really is. All right, we just need to get a couple more car lengths, get this past the thingy, switch. All right, head back this way, flip the switch. Nice jump there. Okay, there we go. All right, and there we go. We just need to get this off the fall, out of the fall, and then we're good. So I'm not sure if we'll ever get to that, but let's check out the other engines too here in a second. Now that we've got this, yeah, let's jump out of here. Let's go check out the other engines real quick before we forget. So they had the see what we've got for engines. They did the 10 mile. That's what we looked at. And then there is a Ruby Basin. We looked at that one. That looks really cool. And there's a cook wood, and then there's a cook coal. There we go. So we've got the cook with coal. Let's see what paint jobs. Is it the same paint jobs as the other one? Was it just me, or was there? Oh, that must have just been when it was reloading textures. Okay. Ooh, they've got blue. That's cool. I want blue. Wow, that's hideous. But it's cool. I like it. They've got all kinds of different stuff now. All right, so they've got a cook, and that one costs $4,300. What's the other coal? Cook. Okay, so they're basically the same, other than just one takes coal. That's it. Yep. All the other numbers are the same. Okay. And then they've got ETWNC. ET we need to call. 280. There we go. Is that a green? I really wish we could change the angle on. Oh, we can. We can change the angle on this. Huh. Oh, that's cool. All right. I'm not sure if they intended that, but yeah. Can you just walk around the map from there? All right. The ETWNC 280. It's got 16,000 traffic. Okay, so that's a big one. That's like the Class 70 kind of thing. And let's see what paint jobs they've got. They've got green, red and green, black and red. That's it? Okay. And then they've got different smokestacks. Just 3 different smokestacks. Oh, there's not very much difference, that little thing. Okay. And then let's go check out the headlight. Check out the different headlights. There's one. Nice. They got more headlights than smokestack options. That's pretty cool. Okay. So that one, we're going to save up for that one. That'll definitely be our giant workhorse. That'll be the coal version of the Class 70. It doesn't say how much coal it takes or anything like that, does it? Okay. Nope, it doesn't say how much coal it can hold. So we're going to go back over to here. We're going to jump in this. Let's see how much fuel we have. 32. Okay, so we're still okay. All right. That's so cool. All right. How many updates does it take to add coal? 3. Get it? All right. Swear they've got an update for everything. They've got an update for coal. They've got an update for engines, an update for cars, for splines. The only thing they don't have an update for is premature ejaculation, but I hear that's coming quickly. But and another stolen joke from Mel Brooks. My series are not complete until I've stolen a joke from Mel Brooks. Okay. Let's see what we've got. We're going to load up this coal, and I may have to, yeah, I'm going to have to take a break here in a minute while this coal is loading up, and then, yeah. Here, let's see where we're at. There. Flip the switch. But yeah, I'm gonna have to split this in a minute and then come back. Whoops. Let's go like this. Reverse. And we're coming into town, so we'll use the bell. There we go. And we'll see how much these can hold now. I'm guessing it's going to be less than 10. Will it be like 5 or 8 or what? I don't know. We'll see. And we'll get one of these lined up. Did I manage to get right between them? Of course I did. Can this push through its brakes? Just a little bit. So one of the other things they added was when you hit the brakes, I forget, but basically the dynamics of the wheels locking up and all that stuff. Okay, so how much? 0, 1 of 10. Okay, so it is 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, cool. So that can hold 10. All right, let's jump back in here. We're going to bring this up. Bring this up a car length. There we go. See if we can get this into this car. Yep, should work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. There we go. All right, so we should have 2 cars full. Let's get this. Yeah, let's get this thing over to the coaling tower, and we'll see. See, the funny thing is, even like with this car that we've got, we're gonna have to bring this under the coaling tower once it, to refill it or whatever. So you can't just put coal into the. I don't think you can anyway. I don't think you can put coal into this from the coal mine itself. I think you have to drop them into the hoppers and then bring the hoppers over to the coaling tower and then bring your thing underneath the coaling tower. All right, so we'll get this switch here and then we should be able to back up. All right, let's do it. There we go. We don't need to go that fast around this corner. Yeah, see? We don't need to go that fast around the corner. Apparently the engine is the one that's going to come off the tracks first, isn't it? We do need... I think we need a turnaround over here for this. Because we're going backwards. I think we're going to have to build a turnaround. Whoops, not sander. Bell. There we go. I think we're going to have to build a turnaround for that. There we go. We'll get up to speed and then we'll slow down. It seems like maybe 15%-ish is where it wants to be to maintain full speed or whatever. Yeah, I'm assuming this is to keep burning ashes from flying off into the air and starting forest fires. I'm guessing that's what that's supposed to be. Whoops. It's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. Take a look at it. I just like the texture on there. It's a pretty cool texture. And we'll check out the wheels here. Those are really cool. I love all the little details on that. Make such a difference. Let's see what it looks like underneath. Can we get underneath it? Let's see. That's the closest one. Yeah, we can't see too much. Can't see too much from there. All right. Yeah, we'll get this over to the. There we go. Get this over to the coaling tower. I think we will have time to do that, to finish this up. And we're gonna have to try out like the new log cars and all that stuff too. Those will be fun. I don't know how those are gonna work because the logs are so long, and it looks like those. I think they call them skeleton cars. I think the skeleton cars are like way shorter. But yeah, we're gonna have to try out the new cars, the coffin tank cars for sure, because they're shorter, or I mean they're cheaper. They are longer, but they're cheaper. So we're gonna see how well those work. Yeah, we're gonna see how well those do on the oil. If they hold 12 also. I mean, even if they don't hold 12, they're a lot cheaper, so we should be able to run a larger amount of coal, because I think they're close to half the price. They're a little bit more than half the price. So even if they run like 8, they're still going to be a bargain as far as getting us the most stuff. I'm really liking this green though. That's cool. I'm glad they've started adding this dark green to things. I'm not sure about the bright blues. I don't know if they had paints like that back then, especially putting them on trains. But I mean, I do like blue myself. I'm a big fan of the color blue, but I'm not sure that it fits these old-timey trains. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased. You know. Alright, we're going to get that switch flipped. We're going to get this up here for a second here. A little bit closer. A little bit closer, and then we'll go flip this. I probably could have just run ahead and just flipped it and then got back in the train without having to stop it. But we're going to go like this. That just gives us another reason to blow that whistle, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to go like this and put this all the way over. Okay, and we're going to double check and make sure that the other one, so that in case we go past it, the other one is set there. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're good. So we'll get past this, and we'll try loading up our coaling tower. Let's go like... That is such a weird sound. I'll bet that sounded like totally futuristic, you know? from the Amalgamated Whistle Company. Right? Alright. And the switches look like they're doing okay. And then we're going to get this. There's no way to refill the water, is there? The water towers. How do you refill the water towers when they've been emptied out? Because it's not like you have a water tanker that you can bring to it, right? And I probably should save this before I do this, right? I think I should save this before we before we dump out our thing in case it's done wrong, because we'll probably not be able to refill these in the save editor. All right, so we're gonna jump out. We're gonna go save game. By the way, check it out. They changed the main screen too. Slot 7. All right, continue. Let's see how this looks. And do we dump that here? On this side? Why is it moving? Enter, toggle, unload. Here. Is it not letting me? Let's see. It let me point at it here a second ago. There. 0 of 0. Why is it saying 0 of 0? Did it not update? Let's see if the cooling tower now has. The cooling tower does not have any coal in it. So why does this say 0 of 0? There it is, 10 of 10. Aha, see, it is, okay, it's taking it. Awesome. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure why the train is running. Did I leave the brakes off or something? So that's doing 5 over there. Is this coming up then? Huh. Okay, it has a different number of coal because that's different coal. Okay. Cool. Let's bring this next one up and we'll see what's going on here. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's running, because the brakes are completely on and the regulator was off, so I'm not sure why it was still moving. Yeah, why is the train moving? That was weird. It stopped now, didn't it? Okay. Alright, so we want to unload here. So it's going to unload those. Okay, so this is only 20. You can load 20 at a time. It doesn't mean that this can only hold 20, because this is coming up. That can hold 120, and it looks like it's doing. This is going to do 40. So it's going to do twice as much. So you can bring 60 coal over to here, plus 20 more. So 80. It looks like 8 cars full of coal is what this can hold. So that's at 0. Let's see what this is done processing. Is it done? Yeah. So that's 40. Okay, cool. And then we'll have to try out the whatchamacallit. I don't want to. Yeah, we'll do it. Let's check it out. Let's see, because I can switch that in the thing. Nice. So that's how that works. Awesome. And then you just drop it into your thing. Cool. So yeah, that's going to be it for episode 25. That's our new update. Really cool. I don't know what they're going to do for the next update. I dropped 2 of them. Huh. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for episode 25. Join me at episode 26. I think we'll figure out where else we can put some cooling towers and see if we can get a few more cars and make a bigger run or something like that. But yeah, that's going to be it for 25. Join me at episode 26, and we'll see you then. Later.